In every generation, there's a night when history does not knock politely. It enters unannounced. It leaves evidence behind. And by morning, the world has shifted. February 1st, 2026 was one of those nights. Under bright lights and global cameras at the 68th Annual Grammy Awards, 3 names echoed across the world. 3 Nigerians, 3 descendants of Igbo blood, 3 victories across 3 different creative worlds, and yet, back home, the silence was louder than the applause. This is not just a story about music. It is a story about migration, identity, memory, and what it means to win on a stage that was never built for you. Because last night, Igbo excellence did not ask for validation. It simply arrived. For the Igbo people, movement has never been a weakness. It has been survival, trade routes, education, migration. From the aftermath of Ekumeku resistance to the aftermath of Nigeria's genocidal war against the Igbo, to modern global cities, Igbo people learned early that when doors close, you build new ones elsewhere. So, when the Grammys opened their doors, what walked through was not coincidence. It was history catching up. The first name called was Obinna Chibueze, known professionally as Shabuzi, an Igbo man standing in a genre that never imagined him, country music. A sound rooted in American rural history, memory, tradition, and identity. Yet, there he stood, winning Best Country Duo or Group Performance for the song Amen, alongside Jelly Roll. This moment mattered not just because he won, but because of what followed afterwards. When Shaboozey, or Chibueze as his name is called, spoke, he did not speak as an entertainer. He spoke as a son of immigrants, an Igbo man. He reminded the room that immigrants built America, literally, brick by brick, rail by rail, field by field. He dedicated his award to immigrants and their children. Those who crossed oceans, not for fame, not for survival. In that moment, Obinna Chibueze was not just holding a Grammy, he was holding the stories of millions who lived between worlds. Country music has always told stories of hardship, longing, and home. Chibueze did not enter the genre to imitate it. He entered it to expand it, and the world listened to him. Then came a name that refuses to be reduced. Cynthia Erivo, Onyedimma Nazo, Amarachukwu Uwezuoke, Echimino Erivo. A name that carries ancestors, a name that insists on being remembered whole. Cynthia Erivo has never chased clout or relevance. She has built mastery from Broadway stages and Nollywood screens. Her voice carried discipline, depth, and restraint. At the 68th Grammy Awards, she became a 2-time Grammy winner, taking home the Best Pop Duo or Group Performance alongside Ariana Grande for their rendition of Defying Gravity from Wicked. This was not just pop. This was theater, meeting with precision and having a handshake with it. Cynthia Erivo from Imo State represents a different Igbo narrative. Not hustle alone, but excellence defined. She did not erase her roots to belong. She carried them quietly into rooms that rarely acknowledge African lineages. Already an Emmy winner, already a Tony winner, already a Grammy winner, one Oscar away from EGOT status. When that moment comes, the world will recognize it as individual brilliance, but Igbo people will recognize it as inheritance of excellence. And then comes Tyler Okonma, born to an Igbo father who hails from Ibuzo. Tyler has always existed beyond labels. Musician, designer, director, visual architect. At the 68 Grammy Awards, he won the inaugural Best Album Cover Award for Chromacopia. The trophy was not engraved with his stage name. No, it bore his given Igbo name, Tyler Okonma, announcing his family name. And of course, the Okoma family is a well-known family in Ibuzo community of Delta State, not very far from the Delta State capital. Second, 2026, Tyler has won 3 Grammy Awards, not for fitting into existing systems, but for bending systems. He represents a generation of diaspora children who may not speak the language fluently, but still feels his rhythm in instinct. Igbo creativity does not always announce itself. Sometimes it innovates quietly, then reshapes the culture entirely. 3 winners, 3 genres: country, pop, performance, and visual art direction. No Afrobeat box, no cultural confinement, just global excellence exuding from the beautiful people of Igbo land. But history requires perspective. Igbo presence at the Grammys has been rare, not because of lack of talent, but because of access, industry politics, and geography. So, when 3 people of Igbo heritage win in one night across all related categories, it is not coincidence. It is diaspora momentum of Ndi Igbo. And yet, the world celebrated, Nigeria hesitated. As of now, there has been no formal congratulatory message from the presidency, no national acknowledgement of any sort. The silence did not go unnoticed. Humor filled the gap. Laughter also filled the space. Laughter masked in frustration. If na Yoruba boy now, how it for be? A joke, yes, but also a mirror that reflects the diversity and cultural discriminations among Nigerians. Still, silence cannot undo record. February 1st, 2026 is now written permanently into Igbo cultural history. Obinna Chibueze, Cynthia Erivo, Tyler Okonma, 3 names, 3 Grammys, 1 moment. This was not a night about tribal rivalry. It was a night about recognition, about diaspora children carrying ancestry into rooms their ancestors could never have entered. Igbo excellence did not wait to be invited. It arrived prepared. And whether Nigeria claps today or tomorrow, history has already spoken. The world heard it and it answered, Igbo Amaka.